What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. If there's any Boston Celtics fans in this uh, crowd, this audience is listening to this video, man, y'all fucked up tonight, man. Y'all fucked up. Boston collapsed at the end of that game. Y'all fucked around. Y'all let them back in. Y'all took. This is the Boston. See, this is the difference between the Joe Mazzulla led Boston Celtics team this year and the Ime Udoka led Boston team from last year. Remember how I said I didn't know how this series was going to go because I don't know what version of Boston we're going to see. If we saw a Boston Celtics team that looked like the one from last year, when Ime Udoka was coaching them, this would have been a 4-0 sweep, more than likely. Maybe 4-1. Maybe. But now, give me a second to gather my thoughts. If you're Boston, you have to feel deflated. You have to feel a sense of, what did we just let happen? This is a game that they had, but they did not deliver the knockout blow. They kept letting Atlanta hang around. Charles Barkley was warning about this. You let them hang around, and that's what can happen when you have a guy who's streaky like Trae Young. Now, I've been on Trae Young because going over to last year against Miami Heat, he had been terrible. But the last two ball games going into tonight, he had been playing better. That carried over into today, even though he had stretches where he missed shots, but Trae Young can get hot. And I think he scored 16 points. I believe he scored 16 points in that fourth quarter. And that was enough, along with some Boston miscues down the stretch, for them to steal the game at the end with a cold-blooded, near the Boston Celtics logo, deep three to give them a 119-117 improbable victory. Now Boston lead shrinks to 3-2 in a game in which Atlanta did not have DeJounte Murray because of a one-game suspension, because at the end of Game 4 he bumped into the official. Boston let this slip away. Now they go back to Atlanta. You know Atlanta going to be rocking and raucous in Game 6. Boston. Fucked up, man. Anyway, Boston started off a little bit slow. Trae Young was hot early, hit 4 of his first 5 shots. The 3-ball had been going for the Atlanta Hawks, I think, pretty much all game. Let's look at some, see if I can look at some team stats here. Atlanta shot 46% from downtown. They hit 19 of 41 threes, and that's what kept them in the game. Even when Boston was going on their runs and they were down by double digits, they weren't down by as much as they could have been because the 3-ball kept them in there. You know what I mean? For the game, Jalen Johnson was 1 of 4 from downtown. Give me a second here. Let's try and look at some of these numbers. DeAndre Hunter was 3 of 5 from downtown. John Collins, who went back into an old role now with DeJounte Murray out, he went back into a secondary scorer's role, not just a spot up shooter. He delivered 9 of 18 from the floor, 4 of 9 from 3-point range. He had 22 points and 2 rebounds. Clint Capella didn't have a big game, only 4.7 rebounds. Bogdanovic was 3 of 6 from downtown. Trae Young, 5 of 13. What is that? Sadiq Bey, I think he was 2 of 3 from downtown. And Onyeka, what the hell is this guy named? Let's just call him OO. OO was 1 of 1 from downtown. But anyway, 19 of 41 from downtown. They were 47% from the floor, 46% from 3. Jaylen Brown would have been the man of the hour had Boston hung on to win this game. 15 of 23 from the floor, 4-7 from downtown. But Jaylen Brown missed 4 out of 5. Uncharacteristically. Usually a dependable free throw shooter. Missed 4 out of 5, and that hurt them down the stretch. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Did commit 4 turnovers. 35 points. Jason Tatum. What if I told y'all about Tatum and sometimes him shooting the team out of games? What I told y'all about that? You know what I'm saying? I sometimes he takes too many step back threes. 21 shot attempts, only converted 8. 10 of his 21 shot attempts were threes. Only 1 of 10 from downtown. I'm sorry, but there is a correlation between when Boston loses and Jason Tatum's shot selection. I don't know why he shoots them like he's Steph Curry. He's a 35% three-point shooter, which is okay, but the amount that he takes doesn't justify his percentage, I should say, doesn't justify the amount of threes that he takes. Derek White had 18 points. Marcus Smart, 10 points. As a team, Boston went 7 of 13. No, excuse me. Yeah, Boston only went 7 of 13 from the line. They missed 6 free throws. 7 out of 13. They had 12 of 38 from downtown, which is not great. They shot 50% overall, which is phenomenal. But only 12 of 38 from downtown, and they missed a lot of critical free throws down the stretch. And they had stretches, man, where they played phenomenal basketball. You know what I'm saying? They had stretches where they played phenomenal basketball, but they did not execute well down the stretch in this game. And they let Boston, like I said, let Atlanta get back into this game, man. Let them get back in this game. Trae Young, I think he had 38 points, 13 assists. Let me see something here. Four turnovers, but with 13 assists, that's better than 3-to-1 assist turnover ratio, so that's not bad. Man, like I said, Boston had stretches, man, where they played remarkably well. They had stretches where they played remarkably well, but they let the 3-ball take over, man. And also, another thing I want to say, too, I think Atlanta started dictating the pace of the game was more in Atlanta's favor in the latter stages of the game. When Boston was starting to assert themselves, they were controlling the pace of the game more. It was starting to slow down a little bit in the second quarter, third quarter, even though Boston was getting some transition buckets off steals and misses. But Boston was starting to control the pace. Earlier on, Atlanta, you saw Trae Young, they want to play faster. That started to happen a little bit more in the second half. Boston's offense began to sputter a little bit, and the ball movement for Boston stopped being as crisp, and it started becoming more ISO. And Tatum, like I said, man, Tatum shot like shit tonight. So, we're in a series now. We're in a series, and now the pressure is on Boston, not on Atlanta, because no one had really anticipated this series to still be going on. I didn't. I thought it was going to end tonight. So, that's it, man. Tell me what you guys think.